In this video, I'm going to describe how to come back from injury, pain or illness and start a workout program, and how to prevent injury, pain or illness in the future. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal and my channel is all about helping women over the age of 40 transform their bodies and get into the best shape of their lives. And if you like the sound of that, please give this video the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button to get the bell notifications, and do give me a follow on Instagram. So today we're talking about injury, illness and pain. We've all been through it, haven't we? And particularly when we get over 40, we are not going to get away with working out without sustaining some kind of injury or illness or pain. I've been in absolute agony with my neck, shoulder and back in the past, and I've got a lovely guy that rehabilitated me. So if you're watching this and you're in pain, I know exactly what you're going through. So there are two parts to this video: coming back from illness, injury or pain, and then how you can prevent illness, injury or pain in the future. But the first thing to say is I am not a medical professional. This video isn't about giving you medical advice. If you do have an injury, you've had illness or you're experiencing pain, the first thing is seek medical advice. Go to your doctor, or you could go to a physiotherapist that will help you kind of rehabilitate and get yourself back to normal. And then the second thing is don't start exercise until you know you're really ready to start, because what can happen is that it just causes you even more injury, either the same old injury, the same old pain, or in a different place because you're overcompensating. When you go to somebody that can help you with rehabilitation, and I've got this really awesome guy that works with me, and you know, I was in a massive amount of pain and he worked with me. He's a sports injury and he's also a massage therapist, but he's also a personal trainer, so he helped rehabilitate me so that I could get back to exercise. So it's so good if you can find someone like that local to you that's going to help you, and it's just so worth the money. So secondly, what they will do if you do seek a specialist is they will give you mobility and rehabilitation exercises, and that's really important to keep that up on a regular basis. So when you start back on exercise, the first thing is to actually start rehabilitation and mobility exercises, and it's really important to continue with those. So I continue with my mobility exercises. I do those mobility exercises before maybe a heavy weight training session. It's really important when you get back into exercise after illness, injury and pain to walk, don't run. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. So you might want to start off with walking a couple of times a week, and that's enough. You need to slowly build back up to what you were doing before, and don't just launch straight into it, because that can cause you more injuries again in the future or more pain. Or if it's just a bit of stretching and yoga to start off with, that's great, and then you can sort of gradually build up from there. If you've got a fever or you're feeling really under the weather, just take a break and come back when you're fully recovered. A lot of women have asked me through Instagram and questions and comments I get here on YouTube, and actually through my program, which I'll link down below. I've got a fitness and weight loss program. Quite a number of women have asked me because they've got knee pain, they've got back pain, maybe they've had some kind of broken bone in the past, or they've been ill, they've had cancer. And so this question comes up a lot about coming back from injury. But what I would say is it's a really good idea to sort of future-proof yourself, particularly as we get older, and try and prevent any injuries or illness happening in the future. And there's a number of ways that we can do that. The first thing is, it's really important, particularly as we get older, because we're more prone to getting muscle tightness, injuries, all those sort of things, is that we warm up before we start exercise. So that's doing the kind of gentle exercise and warming up all those muscles, and then cooling down and stretching at the end of the exercise. Secondly, it's a really good idea to stretch, not just as part of your warm up and cool down, but generally stretching. And what you can do, and I've been doing this myself, is take up yoga, because then if you put in a regular yoga session of say 3 times a week, it only needs to be 20 or 30 minutes, and then you've actually incorporated some stretching outside of your exercise. It can help you prevent with injuries in the future, give you more flexibility, which I'm really terrible with flexibility, so that's great for me, yoga. And then it's just really great for relaxation as well. Another thing to focus on is ensuring that you have really good technique. We don't necessarily want to go in the gym and show off to other people that we can lift really heavy, do we? And so what we need to focus on is having a really good technique and not going really heavy, because you're going to get most out of your exercise and the most benefit and gains in terms of developing your muscle if you've got really good technique when it comes to lifting weights. It's also going to prevent injury if we have the right technique. So the opposite of that is if we have poor technique, then we're really prone to injury. So if you can focus on the technique, and I know in my program I give video tutorials on everything, but you can also find video tutorials on YouTube that can give you the great technique that you need. The other thing is to get a really good sports massage every 6 weeks. That's what I do, and it's really great for helping me with my muscle development, sorting out any tightness that I've got, and just preventing injuries. And I said at the start, the guy that works with me, he's fantastic. He's known me for years. So it's about finding someone like that, and it's so worth the investment to get a really good professional sports massage. But always ask them about their qualifications. You know, you want someone that's specifically a sports massage therapist, because that's what's going to help maintain your body, and you really need that as you get older. So if you're in a calorie deficit, that can cause you to have more injuries. So it's really important, if you've been dieting for a while, so say it's been more than about 10 weeks, to actually take a break from your diet. Because if you're dieting and you're doing a lot of activity, and this happened to me, you are more prone to getting injuries. And I hope you found that useful. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I would love to hear from you. Have you seen my outfit today actually matches my painting? Do you like it? And if you're interested in joining my 6-week shred challenge, I've provided a link below, so just click there. I'm going to link up some videos here about the kinds of exercises you can do to get in shape over 40.